Today we're going to finish our topiary duck, and we're going to talk a little about shadowing, but mainly we're going to decorate today. So I'm going to show you first how to do the bushes, and then I'm going to show you generally how to do the duck. Make sure your name is on the back before we get started today, and your teacher's letter, because once we start painting, you won't be able to flip it over. Now you don't have to draw the sun, but I'm going to draw a sun just so we know where our light source is coming from. Your shadows will always be on the opposite side of your light source. So we're going to draw lines on the opposite side of these bushes to show a shadow. You can make the lines a little more light to dark if you want to, but see how they're just kind of on the bush part on the opposite side. You also want to do this on any trunks or sticks that come from the bottom of the bush, so stems. And then the last thing you're going to do, after if you want to blur these a little bit to look a little more like shadows, is on the ground. You will have a drop shadow. The drop shadow, like your shadow on the right, will be a little more to the right and coming from the bottom of your bush or your tree. Now let's do the duck. So basically we're going to do the right side of the duck and all parts underneath, since our sun is in the sky. So basically think about it as like almost like an outline that only touches the bottom and one side. The top and the left sides are going to stay just green. Also for our duck, we have sticks as the legs, so on the right side of the sticks, you're going to do that too. Don't forget about your drop shadow on the ground under the duck, just like the trees. All right, for painting, right now, before you get your paint, I'm gonna go over some mixing color review to make secondary colors, since I'm going to give you primaries and white. We're also gonna go over proper washing and wiping your brush before you use the color. So wash your brush, wipe it on the paper towel before you touch a different color. When you mix colors, I like to separate where I'm going to mix. So I put one dab of one color, wash my brush, put another dab of another color. So red and blue make purple. Watch as I wash my brush before I touch the other color and before I mix in my new location. Now you see me making orange and green. I used a lot more yellow than the red or the blue because yellow is not a very strong color. Same with white. If you want to mix white with something, do white first and then a little bit of the other color. All right, so if you have your paint, or if Miss Dykes is getting you paint, you may start decorating. I'm going to show you slowly how I'm going to decorate, but the advice that I give to you is that mainly use dots. Dots are the middles of flowers, dots could be fruit, dots could be lights or ornaments on a tree, dots could be light bulbs on a string of lights. So if you think of making dots or colored dots, you can make a lot of things. Also, if you need to use crayon to make like string lights or something else first, you can do that too before you do your paint, but don't try to color crayon on top of paint.